Today I'm going to be hiking the Rainbow Lakes Wilderness of North Country Trail in Wisconsin. Part of the Chequamegon National Forest, and there's quite a few lakes in this hike, so let's go see where they are. Got about 6.4 miles to go to get to the end of my hike today, so let's go. I think I read that there's some hills in this segment. It's like pretty much all the leaves have fallen already, so it's going to be a crunchy walk. I'm already taking my vest and windbreaker off and got shorts on because it's going to get close to 70, so maybe not by the time I'm done, but today sometime. Pretty warm for early November. Yeah, a little bit hilly already here. Okay, let's go do it. Well, my understanding was that since this is a wilderness area, there are no blazes on the trail, but I've noticed already there are these little hangy things. So I don't know if that's the marking or not, but nevertheless, I've got my Avenza maps going so that I can make sure I'm on the trail. Even though this is a wilderness area designated maybe back in 74, I think, 1974. There are a lot of grades here that probably were used when this was initially logged off. Here's kind of a curve around that way. And some of these are probably logging roads, but some of them may even have been where they put in a temporary rails for hauling logs out on rail. Well, it's definitely hilly in there. That's really a big dip down in there. But hiking along these old rail grades is pretty smooth. Ups and downs are pretty smooth. Wow, that's really a deep hole down there. And we're even with the tops of some of the trees that are growing in that hole. Huh. Well, we kind of skirted it on this grade that went around the hole. Well, there's a trail marker there. Certainly been there for a while. I haven't seen any more of those metal tags that I saw at the beginning of the hike, so I don't know what those are for. But we got a gradual up here. You know, in a wilderness area, you're not allowed to use any motorized equipment, so even removing a log like this is a heck of a chore with a handsaw. So that may be why they're left here to rot, because they rot. First rots fairly quickly. A lot easier to move if you can break it up. Looks like this old grade continues down that way, but they have a nicely placed sign here showing that the trail goes this way. Well, I'm coming to a lake. I believe it's Tower Lake. Beautiful wilderness lake. Just left here for the critters to have free reign on it. That's maybe the way it should be. I'm guessing this is a spot where through hikers might decide to camp. There's a nice, fairly flat spot, and they've piled a couple logs up to sit on, and beautiful view and a little bit of water. Very nice. I've been going uphill for a while, so I'm guessing this is the crest here, and we'll walk into a different watershed. Yeah, looks like it goes way back down over here. Looks like a dry kettle or dry lake down there, or a marsh. And the trail goes this way. So this should be Rainbow Lake. The trail goes this way along the lake, but I noticed there's a nice makeshift camping area here. And I think I'm just going to go sit down and have a drink of water. Yeah, that's Rainbow Lake. I think that's what the wilderness here is named after, Rainbow Lake. Looks like a shallow lake, but a lake nonetheless. What a nice fire pit they got here. Alright, I'm going to sit down and get a drink of water. Oh, look at that, there's a big beaver lodge over there. Huh. Nice breeze today. Not windy, just a nice breeze. So let's sit down and have a drink. Okay, back to the trail. What a beautiful sunny day. Looks like there's another campsite just off the trail here. A nice fire pit and good view of the lake. Very nice. Here's the people, I guess, go down and get some water to filter. Well, I got past the end of Rainbow Lake there, and the trail led right into this beautiful spruce forest. Very pretty in here. A lot of shade too. The other thing I've noticed is the trail kind of changed from being rocky and rooty and to much more of a smooth forest floor. There's still rocks and roots, but much fewer. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but it's a nice, pleasant change in here. A little cooler it feels because of the shade. Still a beautiful day. This time of the year you can see so far in the woods that, of course, the trees kind of get in the way of your view, even though the leaves are off them. We're coming to the Anderson Grade, which travels more or less east and west across the wilderness here. And I presume it's an old railroad grade. And North Country Trail travels pretty much north and south. There haven't been that many markings on the trail. Maybe a handful of them in the last 3-4 miles. But if the trail is easy to follow, of course here we're kind of on an old railroad grade or something, but even in the middle of the woods you can see how the leaves are higher on both sides and the middle is lower because the trail itself is beaten down below the duff, below the sod layer, and the people walking on here crush the leaves, so pretty easy to pick out even in the middle of the woods. Well, here's a well-marked turnoff of this grade. The curious thing is, it looks like there was a horse in here. Huh. It looks like it to me. Huh. Kind of chewed up right here. Maybe this is a fairly new part of the trail or something. Look at here. there were no markings on the trees whatsoever, so I suppose I can check my Avenza maps here after I get in a ways and make sure I'm on the right track. So yeah, this is the way this is torn up. It kind of looks new, but who knows? So that down there is Bufo Lake or Buffo Lake. It's B-U-F-O, and I don't think we get any closer to it, but it's another nice lake in this wilderness. We're back on a grade here. Nice gradual downhill. Very pleasant to walk on. Well, the trail came off that grade and it's looks like new tread here. So I guess then they use horses to get their equipment in here. And this flagging is a real giveaway that it's recently been completed or in the process of being completed. But it's very nice. So here's Reynard Lake. The last lake we'll be traveling by today. And it's the biggest of the lakes that we've seen. Very beautiful lake. The sun shimmering off of it there. Very nice. I'm kind of surprised to see this little boardwalk here going across the bog that's attached to, adjacent to Reynard Lake. But it's a welcome sight. Won't get my feet wet, hopefully. It's definitely a one-lane boardwalk, but whatever it takes. Looks a little like it might be a little dicey if it's wet, but it still works. Looks like there's an older part coming up here that's a little sunk a little bit, but yeah, even if I fall off here, it's not going to be wet. It's still solid. All right, well, our trail turns here. I guess we get one peek at Wishbone Lake, another beautiful lake. You can tell the water is fairly calm. It's very, very light breeze today. Not much at all. Well, I'm coming to the end of today's hike and see the signs for the parking just up ahead. It was a beautiful day for a beautiful hike in the Rainbow Lakes wilderness of the Chequamegon National Forest. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you next time.